Hey everyone, it's Jacob here back in with another video. So for today's video, well, first of all, I wanted to let you know if you hear like some sort of like little buzzing sound in the background, it's like a like something like that. You might not be able to hear it, but if you can hear it, that's like it's like a carpet cleaner truck thingy across the street. They're doing like some work across the street, so if you hear like not like sort of like buzzing sound or any sort of sounds like that in the background, that's what that is. It's just like carpet cleaner company with their truck doing some work at a house across the street. But yeah, anyways, I just want to let you know that if you hear like a sound in the background, that's what it is. But anyways, moving on from that, so for today's video, I decided I would show all the DVDs I have of a series of movies that are, I would say, are very close to my heart, that have a very special place in my heart, that I really love, and that movie series is Stuart Little. Uh, so yeah, I really like the Stuart Little movies. There's some classic nostalgic childhood movies for me, and they'll always hold a special place in my heart, I think. So yeah, and I think honestly, I think the Stuart Little movies might be like some of the most wholesome movies I've ever seen. At least the first two. The third one a little less, so we'll get to the third one a little later. But you'll see what I mean, or you'll hear what I mean. I'll say what I think about the third Stuart Little movie. Anyways, I'm kind of rambling on here. Yeah, anyways, first of all, here is the first Stuart Little movie, just called Stuart Little, of course, from the co-director of The Lion King. That's pretty cool. It says deluxe edition because this was actually a newer version of the Stuart Little DVD, a DVD of the first Stuart Little movie, because there's an original version of this DVD that came out like a couple years before this one. I've never had the original version of the DVD, but this version, the deluxe edition version DVD of the first Stuart Little movie, has some like exclusive special features that are like sneak peeks at Stuart Little 2. Excuse me, sorry about that. So yeah, that's basically the main difference with this deluxe edition DVD, is that it has some new like exclusive special features that like give you a little look at Stuart Little 2. So yeah, that's that. Yes, back at lists all the special features. There's actually quite a few special features. Well, some of them are DVD-ROM special features, but quite a few of them are special features that are actually on the actual DVD. If you don't know what DVD-ROM is, that's like when you put a DVD in like a computer, and like there's some exclusive like special features that you can get when you like put the DVD into the computer. I don't think like DVD-ROM stuff is really like a thing anymore. It's only really like a thing when like the older computers were popular and stuff like that. Like I don't think you can really put DVDs in like any newer computers. At least as far as I know, there might be some newer computers that have like disk drives you can put like DVDs in and stuff like that. But I think at least like the majority of newer computers like probably don't have disk drives. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, anyways, there's that. And the newer exclusive special features after the Stuart Little 2 are these ones up here, like in yellow, as you can see here, like Swiss Sneak Peek of Stuart Little 2 and new Little Look with Stuart game. So yeah, that's that. Here's the inside of the disc. No one's there to anything you can see think of box case because the logo there on the left side of the case, of course. So yeah, there's a disc, of course. Yeah, the first Stuart Little movie is obviously a classic, and yeah. I did read a little bit about sorry, I think the disc was straight and stuff. What I was gonna say, I did read like online. I read a little bit about the original like Stuart Little book. I've never actually read the original book of Stuart Little, but I read a little bit about it online. And apparently, in the original book of Stuart Little is actually like a human boy that was like born into the little family. Because in the Stuart Little movie, like Stuart Little like got adopted into by the little family. But in the original Stuart Little book, Stuart Little was apparently like a human boy that just like looked a lot like a mouse, whereas in the Stuart Little movie, he's an actual mouse. So yeah, the original book seems kind of weird. Like human boy that looks like a mouse. That's just kind of weird. But anyways, but yeah, yeah, that was the original Stuart Little movie, a classic, of course. And then we get to Stuart Little 2, and the DVD of Stuart Little 2 and the DVD of Stuart Little 3 that I have both say special edition at the top, even though even though the DVDs I have of Stuart Little 2 and 3 were the only like DVDs that came out of Stuart Little 2 and 3, so I don't know why they put special edition on the DVDs of Stuart Little 2 and 3. But anyways, so there's a quote down here that says, "Better and more fun than the first," says Joel Siegel from Good Morning America. I don't agree with that. I don't think Stuart Little 2 is better than the first one. I mean, Stuart Little 2 is fun. It's a fun adventure. And this has a good story and stuff like that, but you know, I just prefer the first one. Yeah, that's it. Here's the pack with all the special features and stuff. I'm not listing like every single special feature on the DVDs I have because that might take a little too long. I just don't really feel like reading all the special features. But yeah, there's a list of special features there. If you want to pause me, you don't need that. Yeah, that's that. And then here's the inside of the disc. No inserts or anything, but of course that's the Ichabod's logo, Ichabod's teeth, and the logo there on the left side of the case, and the disc there, of course. Basically, the inside basically looks pretty much the same as the DVD of the first Stuart Little movie. So yeah, that's that. Also, I was gonna say, of course, Stuart Little 2 introduces new like animal characters like Margot the bird and like the evil falcon. And of course, there's the cat Snowbell. But Snowbell was in the first Stuart Little movie as well. Of course, he's the cat that the little family owns, the little family's pet cat Snowbell. So yeah, but a little more about the original Stuart Little book. I read in the original Stuart. Apparently, in the original Stuart Little book, Margot the bird was in the original Stuart Little book, but in the movies, Margot doesn't actually appear until Stuart Little 2. Margot isn't in the first Stuart Little movie, the original Stuart Little movie, whatever I want to call it. But yeah, anyways, that's that. And so now we get to Stuart Little 3 Call of the Wild. Now, I have quite a bit to say about this movie because Stuart Little 3 is, I would say, is the black sheep of the Stuart Little trilogy, if you will. Because Stuart Little 3 is definitely a major dip in quality from the first two Stuart Little movies. And one big reason why that is because you might be able to already tell, but Stuart Little 3 Call of the Wild is actually not a combination of live, because the first two Stuart Little movies were like a combination of live action and like CGI and stuff like that. But then Stuart Little 3 Call of the Wild is like fully animated, like completely computer animated. So that's one big difference. And the story just isn't really too terribly good. And yeah, it's just like I said, it's a major, maybe not like a major dip in quality, but it's definitely a dip in quality. But yeah, that's yeah, just Stuart Little 3 just definitely isn't as like not as good as the first two. So I was gonna say, but yeah, and also I think like the animation of Stuart Little 3 Call of the Wild, I think the animation, at least to me, the animation kind of looks like they originally filmed it like live action and then put like a filter over it to make it look animated. That's just what it looks like to me. But yeah, obviously that's not what they did, but that's just what it looks like. Like they originally filmed it as like live action and put a filter over it to make it look animated. That's just what it looks like to me. But yeah, and then there's special features right there. There's definitely not as many special features on Stuart Little 3 as there are on the first two Stuart Little movies. But yeah, I mean, Stuart Little 3 does, hold some nostalgia for me. Stuart Little 3 is nostalgic, just like the first two, but it's just not as good as the Stuart Little 3 definitely isn't as good as the first two Stuart Littles. And not all the original actors in the first two Stuart Little movies like returned for Stuart Little 3. Well, Michael J. Fox returned in Stuart Little 3 as Stuart, and then the two parents, Mr. and Mrs. Little, or Eleanor and Frederick, or the parents' names, Eleanor Little and Frederick Little, their actors were the same. Well, they're voice actors in this movie, of course, but they're Gina Davis and Hugh Laurie. they kept those actors the same, but then like the actor for like George, the brother or son, whatever you want to call him in the little family, his actor was changed. And in the first two Stuart Little movies, George was played by Jonathan Lipnicki, and then in Stuart Little 3, George was played by someone who I can't remember the name of. I mean, maybe it says on here. No, it doesn't. It just says Michael J. Fox, Gina Davis, Hugh Laurie, and then Wayne Brady, who is the voice of a new character in Stuart Little 3, a skunk named Rico. So yeah, and then and then also the cats like Snowbell and his friend Monty, their both of their voices were changed. The actors that play Snowbell and Monty Stuart Little 3 were different than the actors who played them in the first two Stuart Little movies. But yeah, that's that. Oops, the disc fell out here. It's on this side. Okay, anyways, that's that. Alright, so here's the inside of the disc, and there's actually an insert on the inside of this case. So this has an advertisement for the PBS Kids show, It's a Big Big World. Does anyone remember that show? I remember you used to watch that show a little bit when I was younger. It was never really one of my favorites, but I liked It's a Big Big World when I was younger. Yeah, and on the other side is like a coupon for free child admission to Legoland, California. I've never used this coupon because I keep forgetting it was in here, but I don't think I can use it because well, one, I'm not a child anymore, unfortunately, and it says the bearer of this coupon is entitled to one free one-day child admission age 3 to 12, and I'm 21. So yeah, then also it's for Legoland, California, and I don't live anywhere close to California. I live in South Carolina, which is like on the exact opposite side of the country where California is. And then also it says expires December 31st, 2006. It's obviously not 2006 anymore, it's 2024. But yeah, that's that. So yeah, I can't quite use this free child admission Legoland coupon for the few reasons I just listed. Yeah, anyways, that's that. Yeah, that was that. And yeah, that's just last. I guess just kind of like think of anything to say there for a second. I was gonna say I guess just lost my train of thought. But I guess I didn't really lose my train of thought per se. I just couldn't really think of much to say in that particular moment. But yeah, anyways, so that's that. I mean, I wouldn't say Stuart Little 3 is. I mean, Stuart Little 3 definitely isn't the most like the most terrible movie in the world. I was gonna say I wouldn't say Stuart Little 3 is the most terrible movie in the world, but I changed it and I decided to say Stuart Little 3 isn't the most terrible movie in the world. Anyways, but yeah, Stuart Little 3 isn't the most like terrible movie in the world, but it's still nowhere close to being the best movie in the world. But yeah, that's that. So that's all the DVDs of Stuart Little that I have. And then I did also want to talk a little bit about like some at least like a couple things in Stuart Little that I kind of find a little bit confusing. Like for one, in the I stuttered there and messed up my words and stuff. I was gonna say and like a few scenes in the Stuart Little movies, and like a few scenes in the Stuart Little movies, you see of course Stuart and George in like school and stuff like that, and and I'm thinking, well, of course it makes sense for George to be in school and stuff like that because he's a human boy, but with Stuart, he's a mouse, so why? Stuart is a mouse, so why would a mouse go to school? Like it's not like he can like it's not like he's gonna be able to like go to college or get a job or something like that. Like he's a mouse. I mean, I don't know. Maybe in like the universe of Stuart Little, like mice can do stuff. Mice can do like everything that humans can. Maybe that's like how it is in like the universe of Stuart Little or the world of Stuart Little or whatever you want to call it. I mean, like I said in the original Stuart Little book, like in the original book of Stuart Little, Stuart was like a human boy that just looked a lot like a mouse, but that's not how it is in Stuart Little movies. In the Stuart Little movies, Stuart is an actual mouse. So yeah, and I did also want to say there was like little like Stuart Little like show that that aired. It only had like 13 episodes. I think it aired on like HBO or something like that. But from what I remember, I don't 100% remember that, so don't quote me on that. It might not have been HBO. But yeah, it aired for like 13 episodes. It was the Stuart Little show was called Stuart Little the Animated Series, and it aired like in between like the second and third Stuart Little movies. I think like 2003 um, is when like the Stuart Little like show aired. Um, so yeah, and then the original Stuart Little movie came out in 1999, if I remember correctly. And then Stuart Little 2 came out in 2002, and then Stuart Little 3 came out in 2005. And then, like I said, the Stuart Little animated series show thing was like in between the second and third movies in 2003, if I remember correctly. Um, I don't think I've ever actually watched the Stuart Little like animated series show thing. Show thing. I said that kind of weirdly. But yeah, I just read a lot about the Stuart Little show, but I don't think I ever watched it like when I was younger or anything like that. Maybe I'll like look it up on YouTube, see if I can find like full episodes on YouTube or something like that. Yeah, I don't know. And then I did read that like I think it was back in like 2015. They're talking about like a Stuart Little like live action reboot movie that was in the works. Um, and I think it was supposed to come out in like 2018 or 2019, something like that. But they never said anything more about it after they made the original like news about it in 2015. So I think they decided not to make the Stuart Little like live action reboot thing. But then like just a few months ago, I think it was in like October or November of last year of 2023. I think it was. I don't 100% like exactly remember when it was, but they did recently. Just a few months ago, they recently announced that there's going to be a new like Stuart Little like animated show thing. I think it was. Um, or maybe it wasn't an animated movie. I'm not quite sure. I'm leaning more towards show. But yeah, they haven't really said anything more about that either. But it's only been like a few months since it was announced, so of course I'll like give it time and stuff like that. At least I don't think they said anything else about the new Stuart Little animated show or movie or whatever it was. Maybe they have, and I just haven't seen it. But I don't know. But yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say. Yeah. Uh, so yeah, this is my Stuart Little DVD collection. Like I said, Stuart Little movies I'm pretty sure, always hold like a special place in my heart. Um, and yeah, or at least the first two. The third one will last so, but like I said, the third Stuart Little movie still holds like some nostalgia for me. Stuart Little 3 is like pretty nostalgic for me, just like the other Stuart Little movies, but Stuart Little 3 just definitely isn't as good as the first two. Like, not at all. But yeah, anyways, that's basically all I had to say. So, of course, these are kind of subscribe and pushing the bell, if I never post any videos. And yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Of course, I enjoyed this video, and I'll of course see you next time. Peace.